Hello everyone, welcome to Java tutorial. So today we are going to cover the important topic of the Java serializations. So serialization in Java is the mechanism of writing the state of an object into the byte stream. So we can write the object or state of object into the byte stream. We use this in Hibernate, RMI, JPA, EJP and JMS technologies. And reverse operation of serialization is called deserialization. So we have two concepts here. One is serialization, in which we write the object into the byte stream, into the static data files. Then we will read that object from the data files. Then that is known as deserializations. We have the concept of deserialization. And for this serialization, what we do, we implement this serializable interface. Serializable is a marker interface, has no data, members and methods. It is used to mark the Java class so that object of these classes may get certain capabilities so that they can be easily serialized or easily they can be we can write them into the byte stream. So we will implement this interface in a class whose object we want to serialize or persist. So as we know that in string class, all the string class and all the wrapper classes as well implement the serializable interface. And in order to write the object into the file, we have this object output stream. Object output stream class is used to write the primitive data types and data objects to the output stream. Only objects that support the serializable interface can be written into the stream. So whatever object we want to write into the stream, that must implement this serializable interface. And we have this constructor object output stream, which take the output stream as a parameter. Then we have write object, flush, close as the methods. So write object is used to write the object into the stream. Then flush is the current object stream, and close is used to close the output stream. And after that we have this serialization in Java. Serialization is the process of reconstructing the object from the serialized state. First we serialize the object into the stream, then we will deserialize that, and this concept is known as deserialization. Object input stream deserialize object and primitive data written using an object output stream. So we can deserialize that object. So we have this object input stream in which we will pass input stream as a parameter, and we have these two methods, read object and close. Read object is used to read the object, and close, it will close the stream. And after that we have one more topic, that is transient keyword. So we will see how these transient keywords, if we write this transient before any of the field, then that particular field will not be serialized. So when we deserialize that field, we will get the default value of that field. So we will see that with the help of an example. So what we will do, we will create a class employee. We will create a class employee in which we have private int id, then we have private int name, string name, then we have private int age and private and salary. What we will do, we will create a constructor, resources, constructor using fields. Okay, so we have this constructor which will initialize our bins. And what we will do next, we will override the toString method. uh, void public string to string, and we will pass the return this dot, it will go id is equal to this dot id plus, we'll give the space, name is equal to, this is just for the display, then we have age is equal to this dot age, and after that we have salary is equal to this dot salary. So that's it. So this toString method will display all my data. This will display all my data when I will click on the when I will call this method toString on my object, so it will display that data on the console. So I have this employee class, and what is the first thing we need in order to serialize this class? We need to implement the serializable. We need to implement this interface. We need to implement the serializable interface. This is the interface we need to implement. Now this employee class is eligible for the serializations, and what we will now create a class object serialization example, serialization example, serialization example. So this is my class in which I have public static void main and string as a arguments. And what I will do here, first thing which I will do is I will create the object of this class. Employee is equal to new employee, and I will pass the values. I will pass the values as ID as 101, name suppose Anil is 28, and then we have salary suppose 14,000. So this is my employee object. Now I want to serialize this object. For that, what I need is, we need the object of object output stream. With the help of this object output stream, we need the object of this object output stream, and this object output stream needs the file output stream is equal to new file output, and we will pass our text here. So my uh, the name of my file will be my object dot text. So this is my file, my object dot text. That's file output stream. Let's import uh, let's import this stream and import this object stream as well, and throw the exceptions, and we will pass object stream as a parameter. So here we have to throw the exception. So this is my exception. We need to import the out stream as well. Now we have the object of this output stream. Now we can write the object employee into our stream, and we can close the stream, and after that we can close the object output stream, and we can close the stream. So this is my program which will write my object into the file, and then we will deserialize this object. So let's run this program. What we will do next, system dot out dot println, and here we will write success. So let's run this program. Here you can see that success, it means it has written the data into the file. Let's see. So we have this my object file, and here you can see that this is my data. So it's in form of bytes, so we cannot read it or understand it. But we will next, what we will do, so we will deserialize this data. So let's see. Now we are able to serialize the data into the file. Then we will deserialize this data. Object serialization example, and we need public static void main. Now what we will do, we will first create the input stream. Is equal to new file input stream, and name of my file is my object dot text. First we will import the file input stream, and then we will throw the exception as well. We throw the exception as well. So with the help of this, now what we will do next, with the help of object input stream, we will read the data from the file. Object input stream, object input is equal to new object input, and we will pass the input stream as a parameter. So here we'll remove the unused imports. So here we have object input stream dot read object, and we need this employee object is equal to this. But what will happen, it will return the object class, so we have to typecast that into the employee. You have to typecast this object into the employee, and what we will do here is system dot out dot println employee dot toString. We will call the toString methods of this employee class. We will close the streams and let's see the output. And here you can see that id is equal to 101, name is equal to anil, is 28, salary 14,000. But here, with the help of this method, we are able to see the output in this format because we have called this method toString override. We have override this method is equal to. Now let's run this program again. And yes, now it's fine. Now we have this id 101, name anil, is 28, and salary. We have serialized the object, we have deserialized the object. Now second thing which we need to check is if we declare anything. Suppose we declare this as transient. So this is transient. So even if we provide this is in our object, but this field will not be serialized, and when we will deserialize, then it will display the default value, and default value int is 0. It will not serialize the transient. So let's run this program. First we will serialize the object, success, then we will deserialize this. And here you can see that age is 0 because the transient fields are not serialized. This keyword is used if you want some field which we do not want to serialize. So this is the example of